Me who am I? Akosua Serwaa 34 years ago. But there were women. 17 years ago. Akosua Serwaa doing that. One did one. That is number one. 17, 18 years. Only my ministry.
And then
did me approve on Ilumba text message or court? No picture, no marriage certificate. She is not a wife or tongue. She's not.
Live Ghana TV Universal like ya comment am for friend be ahwe and some dey be trending and so hanko a and abenya papa na share nti be subscribe e di amame no at notification be no oh the air trend e social media no menya abotre agada ni nyina so ne so kama e dey e ba be so nti ye nyina yenko ani nko tie bi emra
why na catch us say odobro ni customer marriage o mo je free nsem
oh lo akule ndo so obeje free nsem
why o se wo beje ana waje
o se obeje
na me pache wo odobro ni na court say ni kru ni lumba na say Akosua Serwaa na court say ni kru ni lumba
a question me tia say because see lawyers no
odobro ni Akosua Serwaa why na dey why court odobro ni na dey Akosua Serwaa court na odobro ni na dey Akosua Serwaa court
ma me Akosua Serwaa na dey odobro ni court so nya yere
o si odobro ni nya yere no ono na wo ye legal wife ana mewa
yes
me pache okwa en otimi prove ade e kire say wo ye legal wife.
Oh, you to be prove here by court in Nanjantum.
Any no prove here.
Or the marriage certificate by original one and Kasankasa original one. And a letter if he German embassy confirm said the time at that lumbe wunu. Na mami Akosua Serwaa on it that lumama ware. Ni na original one or the court.
Me pacho letter ben wo de buy. German embassy omo ya de an wo ho.
German embassy omo ye nyama bebre. Omo ye nyama bebre.
Ni nyama ben omo ye wo German embassy.
Omo visa. Omo timi issue letters. Omo timi renew passport.
And ultimately issue marriage certificate in so.
Oh yes, they can do that. So German embassy, brother. I'm representing, brother. No, Freda. German embassy represent the country. Brother,
as so far, Mami Akosua Serwaa documents or they call court to was fake. When to me and prove, can you believe say Mami Akosua Serwaa ye? Georgina say. Oni Georgina oni lumbe ware no. Na Georgina oho. Georgina so e kan sa ampa no oho. In the witness statement no. Mami Akosua Brempomaa Lumba sister. Onu nso si Lumba ni brother wale Akosua Serwaa no wo ho in her witness statement no. But abra wo kwotena adaka ma ye cross examination no. Akosua Brempomaa can straight say she wasn't there. And any brother wale Akosua Serwaa. Georgina nso say she wasn't there. It is not about say ma ntimi improve marriage certificate. She also could not prove any tangible person. Say me one witness, me bride jina ho, me sister jina ho, me mama jina ho. When to me improve group pictures, when to me group say, omo wari wie nko didi wa ha, and I say omo wari pictures video ni. Inti dia wa no di odobro ni kwa no. When to me improve nothing.
Okay, but what can I say?
Why you fake? Why you criminal?
Okay, and she's supposed to be jailed. Freda, so who you are too much. Freda, over everyone comfort. I'm saying now you are. Okay, Freda, but and I'm saying, teacher, Freda. Mama Freda, sorry for you calling you just Freda. Mama Freda, me pato to you.
Brother Freda, nyashi me nua be ma no.
Okay. Asuma make answer.
You know question back.
She's a nyabotre no nka sanwe.
Asuma make answer. Freda. Season bacho me nyabotre me. Season ade bi ehu ba be si wo Ghana adepa. Ade bi ehu kese pe bi si wo Ghana da o.
De ehu a eba be si ni say Akosua Serwaa will be jailed. Eno ni ade ehu. Simple as ABCD. She's going to be exposed very big time because data when that the Lumba worry ye engagement no. Now we worry be my friend Shendela or ye broni. And second ball, omo kuta that the Lumba din. Ti ye popi ye be exposing no court to be exposing and show be ko jaila. E ye Akosua Serwaa.
Okay, ode waka am just 2 minutes. Adepa de ba be si wo Ghana ehu e bi nsi da ne say. Odobronia ware ne ye de man no judges kulendi muso mu je finisem. Na denti omuje finisem no so odobro ni kokko say na went me adisu any credible evidence e chese ye ware no eni to omu kwakọ je finisem ni na ehu no adepa who pa anything a man for starting kase na shindla
uni ma dia dia lawyer kisi adwane afri case no se na nimbe gu ase
I don't think so Daniel.
Oh but Mami Freda, mama ebe 2 minutes keke why.
Mami Freda question.
I'm just 2 minutes keke because till I didn't who make no. Mami ko pacho mi anu ba. I didn't who na make kan say. Odo broni a osida lumba ware no. Na ware picture no e call en court and jantumu. It's a fact. Court and jisa picture nantum. Secondly, ye cast odo broni a yire no. Otutu champagne bottles gun hu na ni Japan. And or settle for say I recognizing as a year. And next celebration no ye ni na no. And na kulendi at loss omu jisa ware ne fini sem. Omu je fini sem ani na ehu omu de ka grants of appeal no. Kwa appeal quarter I say ehu say now ade na ma me akosi se wa onko no onko prove ni ordinance marriage ni keke but osa kwako je de ama odobroni no okwako je fini sem. Ani na ehu amanfo nti ase no. Ehu papa me hu bida. Me hu bida nti adepa de ekoso ni de mode obi abeke bi onka. At the end yema me akosi se wa obedi nkunim. And it's a fact. Ghana have a be no abeka so we show back akwa na be ma ne beka se be wan on fie. Onipa ko obedi adanse o court no. When timi amfa proof bi at the pictures bi amba se awaye na nkasa na wo ho. Ono so obedi adanse o court no. O ka che court ni se emra ye ware that lumba no. Emra that lumba ne ye na ware no. Ombusa that lumba so oni yiri bia. O ka se oh yiri o you Germany but oni ne yiri no omo ja ware adepa busa ho se e ba ne se no bi amoja ware. Ukokofa 2018 letter the be just the court in just say yama me akoso say what the nsaba adepa into bi obeka chiro say bibi odobre na nyina your respect man but na warrior na omusi aware ne de adepa ye kwakoji afini nsem eni na ehu no aware ne na gina so no ye kokota koji afini nsem eni na ma na ehu no enti na obetima benwa
Remember kan ka de onu say defendant na oye odobroni no obegina o ma odobroni no ye busa court busa ne say adan na una odien no odobroni o say oware ne sister panyi enti adan na onu mama ama na akogina ho maware o say okoje mani say okwakoje evidence e say deal eja na yire aba enso besi ne wa ama
why na kan say why na say wo Germany akwaje why na kan ye chere why na kan me pa cho me say why na mo ade na munim a mo kokenkan bibi ade na munim pa ade ni da munim kura mo nte ase say nene ye kenkan mo apart from atendidie ni sika jeje mo wo bibi ayaka
2010
adepa ade obi kan ya anya ne jalo ana no wo ka kire obi no ade obi kan ya anya ne
bet na Ghana so wana obetumi aka kire ye ade obet na Ghana o try na gire say o ba ana gire ndi na chiama no pato wana be kire be ka date na
let's not go too personal why Mr. Mo
Pato say David asem kaka
from the look of things no and personal from the look of things
I say o ba Ghana ana na gire ndi na chiama pato e wo verdict nim e yi abaya mo kan kire
why Mr. Mo
pato
onimpa because
me pacho
bio ekra na yire efa o bagana maami na anyi na chi ama no na
me pacho me pacho me ba minim daddy lumba yiri bia wo kra na se wo ba na yira me ni odobro
da na tupa kan ye o se wo kra na yire
na ye nyina eliasi nim se na
me pacho se ne obi se daddy lumba yire no ya oba daddy lumba ene ne kire ya wale no mawiase nyina hu no yodobro
ade obediti me wutimi nyi firi mame enti ene de we wo adwe nche na wo ken but obediti mpa de
me pacho until some mami Akosua say wa be prove na wa she is not a wife onye yire munje emotional na ya mama ya de kasa no mame wadoma
say ya can data di or every abochire bet na Ghana for good 2014 ewom verdict 2014
me pacho say 2014
pacho ena di your kind get when you na chiama o se me de yamra
di na yire bai
Akosua Serwaa asem na woken.
Dia ne yere mama Akosua Serwaa.
Dia ne egu ye no, enye na tupak be kan court ho no. Enti na ba ne say na obi otimi kra na gide say oba. Ti yire ni na chia na yire ni na.
Wakra na yire be, na yire media na yire media. Sister, mama, hwe. Unse mo se Daddy Lumba na me pa cho uhu video ana Daddy Lumba ne mama Akosua Serwaa nam te se de ya oni odobro ni na wo hye bi da.
After was stage so me
pa cho enwuma wo de mama Akosua Serwaa boy mi wu a
me hu de oni and those year interview 2008 ye bisa say oye ne hwan no bo am Serwaa ni
me pa cho betu sanso hu Daddy Lumba interview a o se me yira asisi a me ne wo hoyi o te ye
o ti aben obi o se me obo
me yira me ne
yira asisi a me ne wo
hoyi se wo men kasa bia
wo sa be wo e be ka afia me na wo se me yira Akosua Serwaa onye me bone da
Adepa ni aye ni dia ise isi nem se nya bin kasa o na ni aye
sister Adepa
me kasa kwa ni ye mute me o me be si
me pa so ka be 2010 pa so difference wo mpa
was enu kasa more than
2014 e be stay Ghana for good na afi ori odobo ni 2010 pa mo cho munyi ma no
me pa cho mame nka asem ba ko emfa nkyerɛ Mame Akosua Serwaa wono na ode Daddy Lumba yere odobroni ekọ say Daddy Lumba na yere ene ono mame Akosua Serwaa na sese odobroni nso mbeyi ne ho ano se me pa chaw me na Daddy Lumba oya me yere me pa chaw tamwa na Daddy Lumba oni odobroni tena mame Akosua Serwaa nim se ni kru ni Lumba no Mama Akosua Serwaa oye bibi fa ho. Mpacho mi bisamo. Me pacho
oye bibi fa.
Oye edie na oye fa ho. Oye edie.
Oh, so cho letter the bread Daddy Lumba ni ade what you
letter na wo tire bai ode nsa kan ho se Daddy Lumba bono.
Letter na nsa bi anim Mami Freda na nsa bi anim.
Me pacho ba say otire wo mi say
na Daddy Lumba is true and some which has made her cause
Shasha judgment and kasa read it na kasa into do ko read judgment na
why na read judgment
there be Mr. Shasha nya wo Mr. Shasha read judgment here
me kura na me call school jai ye kura me read na Shasha
na Shasha read and come back
and say with the mommy see my the way
I me dance why
Adepa pacho mame magina hacha adepa mame kama se me show adepa
sister Adepa say
Bempa can you say fit a question Mr. Serwaa
okay busa no
Mr. Freda the pacho me to life was and I catch me say who was Mama Akosua Serwaa divorce certificate 2018 20th December e wo honum na court no start out beba and then so say be jino say mama
me pacho say wo kasa asem na wo ye kontompo ni ye dabrabani asem a me kan ye ne say which is I have it here. As someone me can say since 2018, you go check a record you can check it. You check it no Daddy Lumba or you unmarried unmarried.
Also divorce certificate no honum na ka kire hen. E wo life.
Me pa cha obi a wa ha bia nim say. Me not a day amaka say me with divorce certificate because my me Daddy Lumba anwale no wakonya divorce certificate.
Wo wonu to na so divorce certificate.
Ma me no Daddy Lumba anware no and we divorce certificate
20th December 20th December 2018 and our time.
Oh yeah.
Unya no kwafo. Timi kwara me twa so the divorce.
Unya no kwafo.
After someone say oni awa you dia.
Odobroni ya virgin. After what 3 years na ye ware no. We nyina.
Odobroni wa ya virgin. Obi ana wawo. Daddy Lumba.
Akosua Serwaa 3 years na ye ne ho ade enti.
Wait. Say Odobroni wo 20 kura na oye Lumba yere. Eno na monte ase so Odobroni. Say na memba ye 50 kura na oye Lumba yere. Mama Akosua Serwaa. Daddy Lumba de ne bonyom. Enwum ode ne boye no. Ode Teliza bebrese bonyom. Ode Cecilia ya asafo abonyom. Ode Mary Ejekum bonyom. Ode mama bonyom. Ode Gina bonyom. Ode ma bebre bonyom. But when to me and you somebody move back one chile we say this is my wife. Including Akosua Serwaa kura when you na auntie or the this year.
That's 2024.
Mami Akosua say was another lumba warena. Adentina lumba tiase no ni lumba metwemanso. Na what ya lumba mu ye.
I reclaim my time.
Who does that?
I reclaim my time.
Me feel say me ni me kunu te. Me kunu akofo oba. Me ni oba me kunu na nkoko. Ma fa me kunu nkoko. Me ni oba na nkoko. Me mba ba fie ho. E ma oba ne ye aduane ma me mbedi ye bibia. Mentimi anfa be ma na nkoko to bet be ma ni wuya. Afiansa ma ba se. Me na me ye be ma ne yere. Come on.
Divorce certificate in about divorce certificate Fabra. What's your horror?
Voice. The person that he doesn't want to hear her voice is my
Pacho, me too. Yeah, that's it. Be na kodamento kwa. I think we have this time.
Odobroni a director with DLFM or a director ewo Lumba super. Inti yansha mesi mo be shock at the perfect to mesi mo be shock e ko se wa be ya shock.
No nya trust single. I na nya ma video ho. Nya trust single ho. I call director ye ko yi sa ma.
Ele wo mo de me ko se wa o. Eda mutim si o mo ko be ele. Eda mutim. Akosua se wa si ele number 2 actually o. Uncle Yadio. Kevin said, Mammy, na me woman, 34 years ago. 17 and then prove one Lumba test message will court. No picture, no marriage certificate. She is not a wife or tongue. She's better than concubine. I mean, some of these conversations, Ayana, Adepa ARG can't be Minabema, AR Michel, I never say Timiji Jessica, Edema, Nimanche, Eddie, Qua waste na Minia ARG, cha both defense, quite fini
platform have 1 year ago. Bien, why what I am make catch it to Modo say, made
Adepa, my ARGs, Casaya, they were up with Mr. Adepa. My ARG, Chayam, Adepa, or say, paragraph 122, or say, lawyer could see raise arguments via. Say baby I worry or dobroni or no be me fee na ma merem Adepa ma men kan say me say
nigan mo mama nigan for years
Adepa Adepa me that say. Me say, oh wow, send me Adepa me that say. Me say me that say. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Adepa.
classified. What are they?
Class me that say.
Thank you,
Oh,
Freda. Thank you so much.
Into my member.
You
were not for you couldn't stop
Oh,
that.
thank you, my freedom. Thank you so much. Lion. A person okay with it.
Adepa ARGH ebe jandam bi wa ma min kile jandam no fast and ma come asem so. Or say judge obi ka say lawyer kusi raise argument about baby a ye worry odobroni Adepa. Unse okọ court a enye arguments are raising ayana issue ayana the reasoning of the judge. Adepa judge ne say Ositio, I have noted some marriages are contracted at event centers. Bear in mind, say, Odoboni, like we see Odoboni nya because amamri mukra no, yanje Odoboni awarewo, Odoboni mamine papa fie, koje no the bemani fie. At the pana judge ne say, I have noted some marriages are contracted at event centers, hotels, parks, and thus meeting at the deceased house for a customary marriage cannot make the marriage invalid. Pamacho mua munim kakra madwin
pacho min twa no kra ansa ne papa esa de kese o baby event centers ni ade no ye kofie kotwe trensa ne ye ho amamre kwanso ye amamre bom pa ye hira so oba ye the bible to so nyina na se for the trensa na se for no hia ho enti na ebinim di kola nyina akọ partifo no so odom de kọ aha eye no ebuam oba ne fie ida ne wo fafie ne papa ne wo fie aha ansa ne akoye de aka no event centers akọkire ne akọkọdidi nyanom ne atiye ne pacho sa ne ye no why
me pacho
kwa mamre kwaso
me pacho o de no na no sie why
okay kono do me da say on say ebia na wo de no sa na se mesuma hu aware a ye kọ abusuani na akohia o hotel a omoje niam na nyina ho omoji bibia ho nti bia wo de any different no problem but judge ne say ono nso judge no ono so anu ti che judge ono so hu say niam we bi koso obi otimi koji hotel kakra bi na omaye hotel na yenye se nipa bebre abusuafo ho matena se omaye ni nyina ma jinsa ma bibia ho pepepe nti judge ne say lawyer kusi tie me o say wontimi nka nche me say yaje abaya bia ware wo ni kunu fi abusuami na bi hia oni kunu fi ajaware no nti person che me say me judge me nka nche abaya ne say na ware ne nya valid judge ne say on jintum adepa ma hu se me nua ARGH ba ha ode vimbi ebe ka say oh appeal no ebe ye na ebe adepa ma me ma first thing about appeal no particulars of error amended one adepa ma me nka say e nche mo kakra na me breaking it down na want to say adepa judge say omukọ appeal yi omucho ade bi wa ha particulars of error feature patcho na her first amended part of first section 8 patcho the learned trial judge conflicted proof of marriage adepa me see appeal no ya ko ni nyina but emre de bia we na me dey argument but me go on. The learned trial judge conflicted proof of foreign law with proof of the fact of the ordinance marriage contracted in Germany adepa say oh yeah team LW team TLW who ade we abebo nsem yekoja appeal no yekoja ware na free nsem fast na woni beje but adepa the almost the devil is in the detail. Say o break ade we down and abe hu say say no matro no adepa sebe entimi nko judge bia anim obi ka say conflicted just say o de Coca-Cola name Fanta na Coca-Cola ne Alomo bitters afra o separate we enye bio untimi separate abom de afra ne gofo yo moko api ARGH si mbo ensem omu ne on person mo che ne say you have to separate the marriage that was contracted in Germany from the marriage laws of Germany. Na o de tiase o judge no on ruling no o rule adding it together. O rule say you can't separate the laws of a country that governs marriage from the marriage itself. It is a Ghana adepa Ghana o betima kuta marriage certificate na o marriage no enye valid. Sana judge nim say Germany send yes yaware e betima ba say okuta certificate but ebia na because of the location, the officiator, the time or even the status of the person now or into the marriage is not valid. And to judge and say mean to me in because you did not prove to me the laws governing the German marriage. Adepa kofoya file appeal. So I'm on TSC na I think a judge who say the marriage in Germany, the marriage certificate and things in Germany is separate from the law. Adepa obi obeka asem we ache appeal judge bia hu say ade we odu tun so ma it is a plain sheet ebe nane ebe moamoa ebe tete enye enti mfanya hwe because in no country do you tell me to separate a marriage from its laws. In fact, it is the laws of a country that makes the marriage. It is our assembly paragraph A we are or section A we are church and Adepa. Unfortunately for TLW, this is a waste of ink. It means nothing. It just putting things on paper. Adepa Obibeka says, oh, now concession 2 no. The learned trial judge failed to appreciate that the evidence led by the appellant, including evidence of cohabitation, ibusa mwame kusia sawa wanko se okope customary marriage or okoso no na ordinance wife. Na fe yentie mo amoye team legal wife for ibusa mo me se me bo a ibusa o se adewe e prove ordinance marriage. Ordinance marriage is proven by certificate. Afi ma me akosia sawa lawyers na say the learned trial judge failed to appreciate the evidence that cohabitation cohabitation they prove ordinance marriage but obi to abo me yes or no cohabitation so obi ni obi ti I say o ma ya ayefro aye court minim say mo se there bi ye nto aso public representation ye the ordinance there be minim say mo se there bi eye witness testimony me pacho ye the evidence ye the ordinance minim say mo se there bi photographic evidence ye the ordinance.
Yeah.
Issues ti hakwa na yemi areho no. Or see issues of the union. Me pacho so obi to them no munya aware problems ah. Me pacho just some ordinance. Okay. Me pacho me ento documentary evidence tendered in by the appellant and the embassy correspondence adepa san same we nyina no again say okay kaboma eye wo say oh ye kwaji odoboni awaye na fini nsem ye kwaji ye manenya awaye ye bio we nyina again a waste of ink because ordinance marriage say odoboni na make it case where and it makes sense because in our laws customary marriage can be proven by documentary evidence, it can be proven by cohabitation, it can be proven by public representation. But they say, Mammy Akosua Serwaa now or no so no na ordinance wife no. Entini yamfa ye me mo bia nyukuna no. Say ono mo maje awurade nyankopɔ ono mo maje you know ne also do boni ne koka wo so no na ye trade customary wife no. Ise Mammy Akosua Serwaa ntokwa na fono na ma say wagigi odoboni titles na ye say ono no ma customary wife no. Wagigi asanfa say enuntino o say ehwe no ye say ehwe say ani kunu no boni din 2024 ani ni kunu no mo nam ya say adepa these are things that Mammy Akosua Serwaa lawyers are going to plead in court. And please adepa I can go on and on but me person me bo team legal for you ombofu me person me bo for me nua ma no me nua me person me hurt your feelings nti adepa ma me free ha na me de ma no be kwa wi adepa argument wo be tia say ene me primary evidence me primary argument sorry baby am gina bia adepa o ma me 10 opportunities I make 10. I'm appealing to the conscience of team legal wives say odobroni eko court no. This is the first time I know oba oji obi kuna or what pictures of oba krono oji ni kunu no one ne mma in a picture. Adepa tie you if you say me ye wo me am area Kumasi patase adepa me hu oba oji obi kuna or not the evidence of ono oba na oji obi was ye see oji obi kunu no one oba na oji ni kunu no kunu ne ma nyina twa pictures edidi boom chele boom eco vacation boom adepa me hu bi da bia me hu ye no maame na ni kunu ko chiti a akwo ma no onu mom na da bia oje maame kro ne mba no na wahwe o mte se ne mba Mammy Akosua Serwaa nkwa na ye maame ama hu se ono ena oba na oji ni kunu aji ni kunu na aji Mammy Akosua Serwaa mba ka ho come on waji ukunu na aji wo mma nyina ka ho ede court no wan fa no nko a or the documentary evidence on ne wo mba no eti asetena pa adepa please think of it. that odoboni anjiru kunu nko waji wo manyina asa the pictures akogina judge nim say judge maami hwe ne mma ne mma me ne omote asetena pa 17 years ni ne mma afi bi omba me nche ne mbedi vacation minim se waware intimo think of it. Why don't you put yourself in the young woman's shoes? Mama Akosua sa be born in kayeda say maami me ne okunu no maami be ma na ne tino ye me ne no ordinance lumba say yen kama untio ni akoyi mama koyi manu kwacho mama Akosua say wanti mi anka makura nka lumba ti asempo koni lumba metwe aden na mama Akosua say wade ede na bufu ene na reho akogu innocent woman so oba wasum kunu ti se boso me kai onyame me dance ni me call lumba 58th birthday adepa me say lumba na otiato onyame me dance ni lumba is so weak. In fact adepa oto nyumumpo me se kwadwo na coffee na ni we ojigina ho me mfili adepa ni nyina no odoboni kuta ne nsate se poma se maami Akosua se wa yobi anka obai anka obeka se bo emeba wasum adepa omusu obi somwa ho adepa obi somwa ye nyini boni ayo na se maami Akosua se watimi atena se wan fa evidence amba se na ukunu no wan kan chen se o kachi odoboni se o friend of phone so adepa first na etwi mponko every area A ko area B because se na ye ni cow and the WhatsApp message, simple WhatsApp message adepa simple voice note can tell somebody say adepa hweye ma nko ha anasa adepa okuna one teno me feeling bi adepa na maami Akosua say why did not do any of that. She waited patiently for odoboni to give birth with the husband. She waited patiently for odoboni to work with her husband. She waited patiently for odoboni to take care of her sick husband, and waited patiently for odoboni for her husband to die. And when the husband died at the party, Maami Akosua said, "What train ya in Germany?" At the part, we can say she laid in wait. Just or dahood or tonobuase or monitor or moko program no monitor. Ah, papa, obewuda ben. Okay, me train boy juma. Mame, some mikuno, some no. So at the part, ada the lumba. At the part, ada the lumba wu ye. At the part, honey, hear me no. Listen to Maami Akosua's words intent. So one te hanasia, you will not see her intent. Adepa ada lumba wu ye ki. Why na Maami Akosua say one son of a Ghana crown? You know what she did? She went and printed her marriage certificates. Adepa this tells you in all respect it comes with criminal and evil intent. That means say otina honi nyina na wonim say yes ebre ne be so mama tweme certificate apie. Na wonim say ede ne be so mama abekira baya keto we shege. Na se wo a wo support team legal wise wo a wo team legal husband wo a wo nua ba ne onua be ma wo cousins wo nieces se obi dia de we ye wo niece ana o sister ebe ode please let us all reason odie Maami Akosua se obi anka se onye bi wa ye bi yabo ne di wonwum dan nyina ona opekwa ebe ma no but let no she shouldn't come here and tell us on kwa no yere because at the time the man was alive she stayed in silence and she should remain silent. Adepa medase onyankopon shaw.
Tiniga form ha ne bempa omomfa wo ho enche wiye sanse sabisi aji see so obi atwo
me sure bempa audio bi oye no 1 year ago bempa mebo anu masemo ha
wo trena question we no na kame busa no me na adepa we ni take oye na me ka se oboso bi etika megai na wata kofa aba
they say adepa everyone na me person me bisa the question me so the same thing and meant to amasu
it's not just about me ni be
oh no you mean the question adepa o ready for question asamna okay say while lying waiting now where's a evil criminal content on so okay the agro court when you commit a crime yeah only one say ma'am that lumba be ho dobroni na one dobroni or one dobroni say that lumba o ma na se bia odobroni ahwehwe ma hu se bia wa ware wada so ware anasa ware one kra wa no bi ya ware anasa you just wedlock out of wedlock whichever way no musa na se Maami Akosua atwen no or exercise the right oji se bia was sitting or kwa pio no certificate ho ache say Niku be enti mo ware nukron kana wa be exercising right because
my question and answer me
can't be so oh no your question I mean be say the panya butre once na my head be sha me head an kasa na mo say me question because mom buy go
and question one here obey question
when you over here hold on enti no
now straight to the point na
enti me can't be so ade panya butre na me umba me kasa na wonya butre Brempomaa ti ase I don't have yes most time. Most of the other ones when in yes. And you know, if we Wednesday, our case wa committee, and yet Mammy Akosua say our responsibility say, would you okay, Mammy question at the purpose of me. Which is Mammy Akosua responsibility say, one of our catch or double names say, my warning or double name also in due diligence. Would you say we are some to our coming Manu's here, but what they are coming to us.
Okay, future on say some of the things we also apply conscience, right? And if you listen to me, I said, future and I mentioned, say, yes, you may appear with your certificate, and the law is the law. And so I agree with you that the law may be the law. But here is where I said, if you listen to me, I said, I'm appealing to the conscience of the people who are supporting Tim legal wise. Say, unim say obano onti Germany. Unim say obano unim onba Germany da. Unim the laws of Germany. In fact, in Germany, on to me in request to say, please, there's a woman called Akosua Serwaa. Can you find out for me if she's married? She cannot do that. And so, if Mami Akosua Serwaa had any bit of empathy, if she had good intent, if she wanted her marriage, Sena Odoni Kununa, what any woman, and I'm again the women here, what they would do, and I've asked a number of women, they would even send a voice note, Mame Priscilla. Ma also oni mi kunu nite papa no menene wo ordinance de bia me say ordinance marriage it is en tam kese
e da so mind you be a different
let me finish law mo ya Freda caveat emptor okay let the mampan analogy na me fa we mo dia no
can I finish
caveat there be some no like asa one man we me to me question so caveat emptor is say let the buyer beware caveat emptor so obi koton ade atokofo obi ade na koton am obi na say ade na enye anase okowia na yi na say one year due diligent one hwehwem wow when you sure obetwe okay when you sure be jam na ko one year diligent no one say ade na meto na how be any ho event amane bi any ho ko asa oto asase ko ta yi bi any ho ya meto abetima ba manson twen e ba na say okoto a na say ba na say risk na wo na you take it caveat emptor let the boy beware until we odobo no say ko ye no the man make us on so okuta the title as okuta okuta the title ono wada okay wow ba be pa de no na so hwe we on hwem because the ba mra ne bowa the only thing is say e be ka say bigamy abega say na wonim because bigamy section 264 no so ba na wonim a ono ga chew all ba na chew sa che be ma but we difference abega na wonya we there is fine me example na check because be a question bigamy I know the wonim na wonim but I know just say ma men who aware no ejina because of na wonim no e be nullity okay null and void because the nipa no emrane say what so be or hodada now me ma men okwa appeal nti na me take it as or say or ordinance obi our ordinance now about next no about one next no what they na void okay no matter what so wonim on that matter until I'm sure and I know I'm sure say law and morals are different what can morality conscience near the law is the I told you say less doers less me go to Latin the law is the law you can't write you can't law ma men the law now this omum rebia that guys are lying waiting I don't know I don't know why make obi catch them say delay defeat equity one of the equitable maxims but delay does not defeat equity okay when you as obi asase obi ato ana say if BBA obi adverse possession obi use asase sisi dan wa hu one kan ho hwe after many years now because asase na media only different if an adverse possession on na betima kase delay defeat equity about marriage this is a court pen betima declare marriage say is dissolved
I think we're going
there's no delay there's nothing
future you better quick one I think someone doing so
Adepa quick one.
Sasa kasai eno bako asom kasai pacho.
Adepa quick one. Adepa future being future koti. Adepa future koti.
Adepa wanu see am fire submission.
Adepa future koti Latin egugu eso Adepa. And na mapa me Latin book no. Adepa vigilante book.
Mama typing go
Jura Sabven Adepa to base. Oh future mama come there.
What's why so
Which mami we. Adepa me can Latin be actually. Adepa vigilantibus non dominitus jura subviens. Adepa what I say?
Mami chechro mu. No, mami. The law will say that maybe you are also some church massive. No. So now who go to me? Mami chiro mu.
Mami come as feature. Mami come as Adepa asema me kan ye na vigilantibus non dominibus jura subvientus. Adepa asim na say the law assists those who are vigilant and those who do not sleep on their right.
They are right. It does not apply here. What do you
mean? To what say feature? Oh, Adepa nti me kan kwesi say, when I was speaking, I told you that I'm prompting the consciousness, the conscience of those who support Team Liga. Again, I'm not oblivious to the fact that the law is the law, but I'm also telling you, say future, say obini ne yere tina ho na say ohwa ma ne yere no koku ni kunu koku bi na so tina ho hwe nhwehan a she is complicit to a crime. So if Mami Akosua say was stood in waited, said that the lumba uncle far by aketwa no now ne wo ohani Mami Akosua say one news say ontimi wo into our train amada the lumba ne akwala na kotena. Sorry, menka akwala in the bad sense, but Mami Akosua say when you chodo boni, so I will treat it like that. But or train ama that the lumba ne akwala na tena ama omawo na Mami Akosua say was waiting. Then I'm telling Team Legal wise that they are supporting somebody who has no empathy. That is my argument. I'm appealing to their conscience, not anything law. Miniaba.
Baby daddy.
Yes.
Entina just said the whole case my meno and atna washe. Na sebio bema be se upe. Said ye na future cano. Say one so also on him say we jawari and out awari. I said you abusu mu free mu no. Sebio mu o free abusu mu. O so betimi akọ. Akọ say abawa. Abranti ya wo so ope wawadi. Because no so why na so no yire. Nti ka me say on na share pa ma me ni ma nyina ba ho. Na say we are so ma me ni tiawade ase. Na after that time so ohia no ni say ma me na ware papa na ware. O yire. Nti say what na so what na hwa hwe we nyina o. No ma we abeto a na wo de be say obi say ono so net na ho hwe. Like come on, wo ko obi ade wo wan ko bi say wo na wakotena ho na wo obuhwe nyina hwe wo enhwe ha. Obi anko edu vigilance bia say de wo ken. Na sasema ba wo say be ma me na ono ndi na ade. Ode ne ho de na ade ni kunda ware no no iron ordinance o. Fine no nko danchen. Me pa senka wo verdict ni bia senka wo ready that about to ne nsem obeka court ho no kire me because na ne ye kenkan na me kan na Freda ne me be kontakwe. Ne ye kenkan asema in fact ye boss so me pa senka enim nchen but the ye kan na me gina se na me tie bi nti wo bia wo na mu na mo wo sa books no wo mo nchen.
Oh me wo se wo be chem be ko apese me read ma wa me read ma.
Ye kan akodu baby na oka se die nti na odobo ni nua mu mama na wo na be di dance ye. O se na okọ Germany so okọ hwehwe say ya ware papa na yo be ware ni nua na ware ana ebesi na ye nim kam obeba de. Okay, no so nkoda nchen. Ye bi say time be no odobo ni ware no 2010 but ye san hwe to pack no so defendant me boa. Ye hwe ono so ne dia o ma ya e wo verdict same verdict ni mu a o se deal ekra na yire say wo ba Ghana. Na yire oni na yire ma na yire nya ama to de na yare ne ba ye bi she odobo ni enti ma me kwa de nsa ba isa be no work na is 2014 deal ekra na yire ebetena Ghana kra one go back to Germany biemu a obetena Ghana for good 2014 now we say come worry odobo ni 2010 and patch and just like we should start this 2 way ya obi abetena Ghana 2004 that is our bag Ghana the worry odobo ni and sana was go back to na yire akokra na say me ba Ghana enti we ani machi ama e de ya me dem ko come on. When you now about it anymore, in fact, really, I was so shocked. When you now more, okay, yes, after finalization, finally, no, judge, no, ruling, no, was sick. Yeah, immediately, maybe tears in my church more. Finally, oh, the same verdict anymore. Assumption, just assumption, said, or the Ghana marriage certificate in different from the Mamma Day banning. It's a mamma, no, and to me, I'm cophobia, I'm 98. Said the Ghana, yeah, any part to sign. Certificate no so no I show but Germany they different from Ghana there into assumption like I was like how
Nana Fredo not say Freda wo kan we ana
and then you can kind and you go deep.
I said about last year, you know, I can do that. Maybe.
And you can grab to Johnny now. No, but I don't care. The thing that is below.
Hey, Wanny. And no, we saw me to one and why.
And the bumper told me to why.
I saw one memory to nothing enough. Okay.
Hello, because Ghana for life.
I said, no, I saw what Vim be. I sent in our Vim say. I don't want to catch it.
Ghana 2014. Now what will be 2010? How? Like how? Come on.
And I put every. Not I say, say, what Vim pa when it been
Auntie, I didn't question mark.
Be your back Ghana 2014. No, why will be 2010?
Mami couldn't do me question your one pay.
Submission.
Question. Me
Serwaa 2014 Nana Kunedu Kano. It cannot be correct. Adepa, do you know why?
Me too.
Why? Because Mami Akosua Serwaa herself say or visited Daddy Lumba in 2014. Adepa, enye America, Mami Kanchiro. She further stated that after the death of Daddy Lumba, the head of family D1 informed the plaintiff that she would not be allowed to perform. She mentioned that D1 and D2 move on. She said that the plaintiff visited her deceased husband at the party. How at the Mr. She said the plaintiff visited her deceased husband periodically in 2011, 2, 2012, 3, 2014, 4, 2018 when her mother died. So these are the 4 years that Daddy Lumba visit Mami Akosua Serwaa say oba Ghana be chia ni kunu no. So if anybody is telling you say 2014 Daddy Lumba, in fact, let me give you there's another part of 2014 Adepa, ma'am, it's not true that Mami Akosua Serwaa. In fact, came in Mami Sanka Adepa paragraph 136. The issue is whether or not the plaintiff not living with Daddy Lumba for 17 years constituted abandonment. This paragraph 136. From the plaintiff's attorney and witness, PW1, that's plaintiff witness 1, and the deceased relocated to Ghana in 2013 into till 2014 Ukraine ayi Nana Kunedu kan enye no kre because Mami Akosua Serwaa herself ne witness nyina na say
they not baby daddy they
me kan tell we
be 2010
me ba me kan o de me ba Mami me ba me kan tell
media you know abusia penny witness statement no
me ba to bas the issue is whether or not the plaintiff not living with Daddy Lumba for 17 years constituted abandonment. From the plaintiff's attorney and witnesses, PW1, the deceased relocated to Ghana in 2013. And this is what the and this is what the lawful attorney said. 2014. When this is the questions. When did the deceased husband relocate to Ghana? Georgina, you're representing Mami Akosua Serwaa. When did the deceased husband relocate to Ghana? 2013 until 2014. Again, question 2. On records, the deceased Daddy Lumba permanently relocated to Ghana somewhere in 2007 or 2008. Are you aware? Answer. 2008. Answer. The last time I saw Mami, I had now 2014 about side on. The last time Obusan say, when was the last Daddy Lumba relocated to Ghana? 2017, 2018. Are you aware? And also the last time I saw him in Germany was in 2014, but permanently in 2017. So this is where the 2014 comes in.
Question say
Yes,
for
my
one
dear.
person won't chase him. That pain any the over the team. That pain a deal better na Ghana for good.
Oh, who say for good
dear?
For good dear, the judge say for good dear. Your fan 205 206 na honey fan. Sabo 20 in the
empire. Not say what can say me dear, not say for good no or Ghana esa wo Germany o or how. It is a want me kind for good ukas was say my date or better na Ghana for good no. I was Ghana in a year on year so want me na chin ma e da ben date ben ya ben. Now catch me say between the not just for on corner ba say na person say between the not just say in
fact, me me share na smart. Nti ana me share me judge na kano. Ene na me fa na say smart. Me nima de.
Na asem wo ho.
Judge ne say these answers mami ka sem cho.
Na kwadu mane enkasa na owi a wadaro
na ana me pese me de ma adwen be kano owi ka se me nima de nti me nya smart. Nti me fa na judge no ono no na adwuma no yen hwe ne ono otietie omo nsemi na 2013 2014 den ni na hwe ne okan paragraph 139. These answers confirm that the plaintiff did not relocate with the late Daddy Lumba. Meanwhile, it is clear from the evidence on record that he left Germany for Ghana for medical attention and no settled. Judge Neka. Even though the attorney mentioned 2013, same cannot be correct. Nana into 2014 quite encounter because that no 2013 or no course encounter now 2014. Same cannot be correct because her own evidence at paragraph 19, she says that the plaintiff visited the deceased in 2011, 2012, 2014, and 2018. If the deceased relocated to Ghana in 2013, then the plaintiff could not have visited him in 2011, 2012 because he was not in Ghana at the time. Judge when nimnyan sai radinya me. Hey, mami, so at the judge ne kana. O se mami akocha so on kind of correct because mami akocha se wa so be chia ni pa 2013. Meanwhile, I was in the panel relocated to Ghana in 2013. So be chia in 2012. Or so ba chia in 2012. 2011, 2014, and 2018. Meanwhile, why was it?
The next paragraph, no. Was it in any case? These days are
okay. So what's my main kind? My me 2 minutes.
Next paragraph, no.
In any case, this date mentioned as disputed. Sorry, in any case, this date.
Hold on.
I say me who ma in any case, these dates mentioned are disputed as D2 was at the time married and living with the deceased at Tantra Hill before they moved to East Legon in 2016 from the records. These facts are confirmed by PW1 Brempomaa that D2 was living with the deceased at Tantra Hill from 2010 to 2016. Future, what's
hold on. And that means that 2011 and 12 it's possible.
No, future won't just say
2010. No, hold on. What I want to say, hold on.
Future.
They actually say in any case when credit dispute, as my work can dispute because was say Odobro ni that Lumba no mote Tantra Hill from 2010. So to 2010, that means that Lumba was Ghana 2010. That means the man could have visited that Lumba 2011, 2012. What do I say?
Fisher, you are missing the context now. No, Fisher, one I want to answer. Mami Akosua se want to say that the Lumba relocated to Ghana, or by Ghana in relocated to Ghana in 2013. Till, and on one Mami Akosua se want to say, ono na obechia ni kununo, na obechia ni kununo. In Fenison, these years no mention, you know, went for
2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, yes. 2014, 20. I Fenison. I Fenison. I Abra. last time bro me read the paragraph we catch me say meeting but later improve me say man say Evangelist King K but you have from number top na I say how they are so I have that top over top and here can say me bempa what I want to tell you is say 2011 late 2012 Jed Nika say it wasn't possible we are not come back say we cry disputed because so because no person say that number about 2013 there na enya possible say mama na besra no 2011 and 2012 no what I say but we no sabe case in case plan we cry disputed because by your friends say go born the Brempomaa crack say na ya worry also no moti don't try 2010 so 2010 there that means that 2011 no and 2012 it was possible just that ABR or money state no what was it by the Dumba no only Ghana 2011 so based on that no only Ghana 2011 2012 no more can because it's possible say or relocate 2013 na and possible mamen besran because that no nyama Ghana and we answer ba say no case okay o kran na makambo is disputed because we impact say na that Dumba to Ghana 2010 to 2016 that means now I'm saying person make sure you say now what Ghana 2010 there that means 2011 2012 now modika it's possible say mamen besran sana person make bisa.
Okay, Future, I think you've gotten the whole thing wrong.
Oh no, I want the amateur. I want to ask.
The walking can one maybe daddy.
Eddie man, sorry,
any possible so about Ghana. Maybe na make create we actually now what here since minimum what
the matter Future matter so also could be
2011 no 2011 2012. Mamene my Ghana. Almost say about mamene by Ghana 2013 there. That number movie 2013 there. Na any possible say be 2011 2012 because 2013 no. What I say?
Yes.
Because 2011, 20 about before 2013. Yes. And I was I say on the internet can. I'm say, Mamma, na some no kind my judge need you date no the kind. Later on about say in any case, that lumber plan is what Ghana 2010. And I remember the mature wife says, no, what Ghana 2010 there. That means 2011, 2012 now. Kind it's possible because 2010 about before 20 what I say.
Yes, so now the context you miss here, feature to us. The context you miss here and say, what if you miss what we are talking about, the date will not mean anything to you. What we are talking about, the dates that we are talking about, and they say, even though the attorney mentioned that 2030, sorry, yes, started the entire year can't date in 170 say, just I say that the lumber free Germany or relocated from Germany. So we say who couldn't relocate from Germany. The judge is trying to piece in the timeline. We say who couldn't relocate from Ghana from Germany in 2013. That's the date. But one kasa we say who couldn't 2011 o Bechiano Ghana. Why we say 2012 o Bechiano Ghana. So there's a disparity. In any case, Mamelande. May call the main issue. Now, in the next paragraph, you asked me to read. D2 is also disputing, and a judge and say it is the date now that 2013 date. D2 ye dispute that 2013 date, because at the time Brempomaa say na odobronine that the lumba nankasa oma ware ti Tantra Hill into woman Akosua Serwaa. Date of 2011, 2012, 2014, it cannot be true because from the period of 2010 to 2016, now you worry D2, you worry Odobuni, and then I won't omoti Tantra Hill.
And I'm supposed to be sure says society there. Not that 2010 now, my minister that lumba tigan. That means so now what because first paragraph on what I say, and you're possible because 2013 is that lumba by. And now Becca say what said 2010, not that lumba to Tantra Hill. That means that 2011, 12, it can be possible because after that lumba or Ghana. The only thing about any possible is that lumba no moving my Ghana 2010 they are fine. And then 2013 or by send on Mokan. But now I have been saying that lumba because after 2010 or Ghana there. That means it's possible to my member 2012. That I'm basing my argument in my
or tonight or better or not.
I only that doesn't matter. I say it's possible. Until also what I say
and the judge is so piecing together no. The judge is not piecing together only the timeline.
What is almost my bar now will be a cut and try now mom will be a movie. I remember I'm best about those issues. No be a be
timeline Mami couldn't Dubai and the other matters we can go into it. The timeline was what I was trying to tell Mami.
And I'm saying timeline is so clear. That 2010 I mentioned as it also proves that means that 2011 12 now it's possible because
it's not possible.
Why is it not possible? The only time any possible
to the world kingdom come it's not possible.
Why is it not possible? One part data now.
Or buy or better
It's not about baby better you. Me na me just say it's possible. We don't just say it's a fact.
Martin said, "Mama, make a 2013. Aware ni eka. Aware ni eka. Oyiri ba ko say
candidate. We dey move. Oyiri ba ko worry.
Oyiri ba ko say.
Same question.
Oyiri ba ko say no che ho. No ni ku neti. O ma wo ba.
Argument na monti as future is getting everything because
na ben pa so wani mu question ba ko na nka ho.
2013 2010 then about
first. Ba ko na me ka say play if a defendant that boat say the judge busa ne say ntina odoboni nua na amba no obeji ada obeji ne ma no wose okoja
ne de mi hu
o ene kenka me hwe kenka di nyina
me hu ene mi hu ye me so aboma me ampa ne
kenka ewom
me pa cha me
kenka de ne wo
obo e diabolic jamfino e diabolic
me nya diabolic ene one na life no
ene sa ka bi na me hu ama wa o se ne
ko na ko hwe wom defendant ye
question what
o say Nigiri no nigiri mumu ko Germany so okoje evidence just that the eja na yeraba ebesi ne yenim so ba china
internet there.
In the meantime, baby daddy. What I want
Nana kwadu. My no ba misal question on your mama pacho.
Due diligence.
Okay, Nana kwadu me pacho metimia abisa ha me da se. Me pacho baby daddy. What kind of had say daddy no di odobo ni nam na mama se wa nim se wa ware no. Na ye disrespect, na ye nim guase ma no. But then I will make you submission and the crowd was yaka. Me ba half of front na wona na wokasa. Wo san kan say, "Mama say one ni kunu akonaivo." Ena wa tena hwa ma ni kunu wa me kan chiro odobo ni wa test the message kura. Ena wa ma odobo ni atena ni kunu hwa ma ni kunu wuye na wakotwe ni certificate. Na obi a wo say ade no kura ye nguase wa disrespect maame no. Adenti na afi de wo san ka se woni papa no na akonaivo a deceive odoboni ana say ama odoboni aye adwuma ye ho.
Oh, many about the first one I make kind of make me say mama Akosua say was say na okopre or pressure or pese or tini din ho pese like omanani obi ka say that day na you have a comment obi ka say mama Akosua say wa e kwagina ni monyam back or pese or J ordinance no gina ni monyam and I make say Bema ye wan hye wani munyam bema wan bu bema wan ode oba foforo a chewi ase no ye nkoko no ho disrespectful say bema no wan bu ode oba foforo ne nanenam ode oba foforo twa pictures president no oba foforo ko all these things obonyo mo oba foforo. Why do you fight in court over a man who didn't give a hell about you when he was alive? And I say disrespectful. And I say Bible say and now na me kase mama Akosua Serwaa if she pulls out an ordinance marriage right now, ordinance certificate right now, there are two things involved. Either say on it it was conditional say so to me the ordinary marriage basis here is either say one, she and the husband connived to rape the young lady of her everything she has. That is the context of why I spoke about the things. Yes, those were all separate conversations. And it's true, if my Akosua Serwaa pulls an ordinance certificate right now to the court, what reason can she give? That's why when who odoboni and I say you couldn't see no and I say no ante that and I say what reason? What my answer? Dear reason Obama. What reason?
Oh there maybe say another question. My next question is say we see other mama say one test odoboni kura na one friend no na watena ho sa na wako puli na yi say married na odoboni had no daddy wa worry and I say won worry na who and the Dawson interview na or yeah daddy
I've seen it, but the date of that interview is really disputed. Until I will not speak because I personally I dispute that date.
Okay, so the date, me who date but meet the met me I can say date was after say daddy area. And daddy surgery, according to mama, it was 2013. Say 2013, 2014 or koye surgery, And if it was after that, the entire make us a year after that and say, "Oh, can a yari and one same womb?" So I yari that them. And that tells me say it was after say a year in surgery. And if it was after, no acquire interview. Now I can say me ni Akosua Serwaa ye 1.5. Now say Odobroni swati. I don't think so. Odobroni back to me I say one or no swanti. No swati. No swan pen once a man can. Oh, so mummy ring na yes I'm mistaken.
Question.
Yeah, sorry, there was a lot of noise here.
Me feel say interview it was after said that the yare because interview no more or can a yare no one sim gum say wa yare that them say I think so can say 2 years or say 5 years I can be wrong on that because and to me when say interview even though say we don't know when exactly me when say a year after say a year in surgery and after say a year in surgery then it was about 20 like I would say it's about 2015 upwards, right? And to tell you that time
interview there is a free mono. Okay, what the interview no.
Make us say the mamen canisa said the first off or can a yari who was a womb so why yari other them literally say was after the illness. And if it was after the surgery then that's how time no do but interview ni mono was it Nigerian Akosua Serwaa. The year no host is ya Akosua Serwaa or more 5. And 2% of them say Odobroni wante. No ya a den or no so ye. And Timeno de me huni say Mammy Serwaa at a point in the no one in beginning cry at a point in Obihuye. Odobroni so at a point in Onosu Behuye. And to Mummy and Nina will be a no due diligence. Right? And Mummy and Atanaho. And so Ubijana say blame Mammy Serwaa say Nitri more din pa and what's now one walk pulling ya meet me no one yardre. And I was only saying.
Yeah, but I mean, say I drink said him said and make up your money.
Yeah, but so what the
way no, you see the argument you make, right? The argument you make that lumba and yes or yarida hoba kupena or sorry and 1 year people. It's for me, except we put the yare in context or reference it to or refer to the surgery now, then we can have a proper date in context. But so Kase my yara the day matcha. I mean that lumba has been sick for so long, and I've given you examples. Say even at his 50.
I'm so be afraid.
Classify or say 2010 the video audio no. Now we are 2010. Interview up such as mama.
Nana Ubenia 49. But me say they all come here but Jampaba Mbubusina say Omukoja warrior na. Yes, say Omubusa warrior and as a customer and as I said that Lumba no spoke that Lumba to a jana meaning say Honum Kubusa. Before that, Brempomaa can be a question.
Yeah, can the Busan say, Judge Busan said, now, you didn't know so you do union over him. And no mamma, and no one also for Germany, also for Germany. And my partner, I was saying, you know,
Brempomaa is future.
Sasa, give your submission. Future patrol, but 2 million patrol.
The partner, the whole
Mama couldn't do question back from what she was talking about earlier. Not all Casano or Komeki statement said Bema Ebeso pair. Now they up is you so many times you say yes sister Odobroni or Kwaji Obikuno. So Kwaji Obikuno ayana me pesa menti as yes Bema Bese Oba pair. Does it mean say Okoji Obikuno? And also Koya Nana Warie bi ase Awarie bi wo honom and a lady ni sorry ya Okoso Bema nensa by force. And or didn't call ni fee no Jane boss so and I said Bema be bese ne pe Emma ne pene so ama mpanimfo bi te ase ama ne fa ne ko ni fie ama omuko bo wo bra ko si se be ma ne be firi mu eho na me pese me ntena ase kaka no pacho
Mpacho. Tell kono bi te obi awa ko sia bema. Obusa no woyere. Se ya no woyere. Ana wa nka no krekra ankyere umpa. Na ekire obehu na ne papa mu no. O se ekire obehu na otwen ho.
okay now let me put it this way
code question
oh sorry David, that's because you muted yourself, so I thought you was done. Sorry.
Entino se the minimum so no say we are say decision be make na babo mu be whether good or bad, you have to bear the consequence whether good or bad. Enti se me the papa mu ya say we be ma be se ope ebia wan kan kire me say wo yere ana say eventually be hu say wo yere de na o say me yes say me pe masum dua na se me busua me firi mu no so mo mpe me bone na mo pe me yie a de na o so mo ye o mo so kai ewura papa na wo kono ho no wo yiri yo yesi na yiri wo ha ana se na yiri kwat next ekura to aso wo enti hwe ho yie na se me busua nyina atena se hwe na dipa na ka kire se ne mma nyina aba mi kwa woni mi se dipa no wo yire no na what na wa sha that's the consequences ba me na we blame me na so ne ba blame me we say every decision you make today no you will bear the consequences whether good or bad. It no media na e was meka so ka temi so okojo bi kuna yes because when you say papa not or as 2006 a wuhia no na I say also yes go school e na wuhia no wuntimi nkan kire obi ase na wunnim se owoyere 2006 na wuhia yes na wo SHS enti how na obi a wo SHS mo na maka no court nyam na meka nyam anim asem pacho na wo SHS na wo hia obi a prominent person na wutim dia wo prepare ne kwotena na 2010 itim sa ware wo abra wonim se owoyere na say wow person o chine bi repercussion ba you have to face it, not me.
Okay. Okay. Me person me kasa semwe. There was a video online na ya papa or your sister or the brony na nenam. I think it's no more program. Minim se na naming ceremony or something. And that time and not also nensa like she was holding his hand. And it looked like say there was a step via nanka I would say on tia when tia yama you the way or screaming out of pain no you could tell say a kind of spine it was like a huge pain on his back. Now samitia warrior say na bibia enni kununtem na me kunu akoye surgery a anka me a me yo ba ware for de nka wo se mitimi tende to me kunu me pa chante sa
Me pacho me answer mitimi de ama won say se me kunu te na me kunu akoye surgery me hwe no
okay
okay asem na ba asem se me kunu te na se me kunu obume nso me bu no odo me nso me do no bibia ye okay a na se bibi kutinu anase kupura no ko surgery a eye me responsibility se me hwe no likewise me so me ho me to chima eye me kunu no responsibility say ono so ebe hwe me fi say ya ware
okay enti se be mambuo na okofa ne mpena I mean quote unquote okofa ne mpena adene nam everywhere showcase naturally the whole area say social media is getting brought up day in and day out. Now everybody is getting a little hint about this woman, and I know a lot of these kids out there baby now you need who other bruni say only your papa and then because me especially na me your mommy I know nothing. And you know say baby say na say bear money boo na say or ye baby say na wo ba na wo ti aware ase no. So who feel say you are being disrespected? Do you still take that disrespectfulness? That is one. And two, maybe and two, at the end of it all, you are being physically abused also. And tibema bisa no what na hono mo na wo via wakokono ho. Sa wo ye yire And I say will be free Murphy for your peace of mind and your children's well-being inti. Me pacho.
Obe free Murphy. Yeah, what can was it free Murphy for the peace of mind? Sebi.
I don't know. Says actually, no man kind of the right way. I'm sorry about that. Me pacho. I wouldn't want to answer that one. But let's do.
Enti no obia was said ye open a wade. Mami Serwaa said open a wine a wade no. Obi nchire obi said obi nsi wine a wade wo wiase mu ha ye timu ha. Because I like
that. I like that right there. You will agree.
2 questions, me pacho me.
Okay. All right.
I say obi aso ne nsa ne nam. Obi so obi nsa no de ne nam an chese ya wa no. Ye wo musician bebrebe wo no mam so mam fonsa no mo ne nam. The PA betimi aso ne nsa no ne nam ba bi obi ko bi odi na chi either the manager the PA whatever. Eno nche se wo are no. Eno na nche se okoka cha so agina adi microphone. Me yere enipa odobroni. Me ma ware no. Enye sa bi. Obi so obi sa.
Okay. Then if Sana Wukadia, then you will agree with me, say whatever that happened, your mommy should be taking the fall for it. And not make herself look like she's a victim because she understood the situation. If you are telling me, sir, or yeah, or tenasi, Emma, all these things go on now, then I will tell you, sir, she knew the consequences of her actions and the repercussions that was gonna come afterwards. And you know, she that is what we're dealing with right now. What else you want me to tell you, mama?
Na me kunu no mene nete na mpo no ofa machi ko wo ye ma me je nkra ne bi kra mani nie menim na se wo kina me hu ni se wakwo wo a e menim sa na mpa so
okay so what na ho ma na ye ni nyina what it you
enti na me na wa obi ntire obi a wade se obi ware na wade
that is fine and we cannot question Akosua on how he lived his life. We can't question the man Akosua. We can't question how he lived his life.
We can't question
the way he wanted to live it. By force. Or no free fear or to the said this is what I want and I need. And executing the plans that he had for himself, his kids perfectly, while living that life to the fullest. Until right now, how are we questioning the way he lived his life?
We are not. Nobody is questioning. Yeah, I'm not questioning. But
we are.
So who him say we are Brempomaa? What worry ordinance? Also pay a madodo pay our for cracker one. Dear stop you say. Our really put to ne worry. Mammy now see when I'm yari no one me no and I yari one question no. Mammy so to me yari one question no.
Fine. No.
Oh, are you ordinance? That's what person why you become one. Okay, divorce.
They started with our mother. It started with our mother. So person come big me somebody. It started with our mother. I think so. We should take it out of it and probably tackle another thing. It started with her. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Sasha did your question. Or Sasha, when I was okay. Future patrol, mouse machine, and I feel quite.
After Mama submit, Mama can't me submitting, but you may not be bass watch a palm. I didn't make 5 hours and it. So I got a Sasha, me between 9 years, but all the same, me more about it.
I was so hard on. And I
said, but you can't.
Wouldn't say my being here since morning. I finished.
Tasha, it's okay. Many other panic.
Tasha has been here. Yes, my number mute until I number.
Yes, because I mean, make submission question about we no one can numbers making numbers submission. Ain't no Brempomaa, I'm a pen crumbs or call. Friend is saying, I didn't say about maybe say that about that by me defending all the time because maybe a fan, big fan. See, somebody come out, doesn't be a fan call court. Sometimes I'm very confused. Doesn't be a fan call Nipa Menina, any pewua, Nechino, Mounts with me bar, one a beneficiary, one a normal court, family court, I did see the beer into a normal, okay? Into no way, and yet doesn't be popular and we grant care, because we be anti the echo our court, the work of court answer. Now, Bempa top mission, or I am say, no focus on morality, okay? Morals, fine. Morals, maybe to make them a robbery. I mean, I realize that I can defend anywhere I want, but I choose to decide and defend it for my own reasons. And you know, go worry. Manage say, or crack be another way in Asobia, or wait me at the upper quarter, which that's the only place you have to go. Court and also want to mean confirm insurance. Or wait me, my court, not court to go to determine. That's the normal way in the civil society, no. And you know, as okay, and from Rangians, if we follow the law, rule of law abiding citizen, that's how it works. And you know, I don't have a problem. It's up to the court to determine based on evidence. The father said, will be worry, will be a Nipane who are make court after no emrano court, your coy and Cassandra was say vigilante busa, in an okutam cemetery himself was it on the right, but it doesn't apply. What does it? We have say advert possession limitation act. Say what now will be as you assess BB as will be for a while who's a deal what the one come on cranny or certain years be a was a tremor answer. And then advert possession take it answer but our the marriage certificate and as I say is a Ghana crowd or more than that here the way. Tiwan will feel so marriage certificate now. Nay gentlemen, that's the hierarchy of the court no. Court a high court in fact as free a district court now a county a circuit court Ghana is circuit or Ghana county circuit court high court court of appeal supreme court. That's the reason why they made the hierarchy of the court as Jesus not because it didn't say court and be an to me in your jurisdiction I would just with the assum it no it's it may as a supreme court of appeal for my own legal interest about say you be a pen it's fine it's quite a big one to three judges, no, they will definitely make a difference to one judge or 10 or 7. I am grateful or crying me at Supreme Court, so you probably over to their court. And it's a man or Dobroni, the Americans of Dobroni, I never pay argument. Now I may we say, now I also, Mamma never can be. I mean, I know so I letter brother Lumba, and I heard judgment in Grow, say on per se, La Lumba, and the Tenaway popular into Begun and Moa senior day. Until now, I'm so public. I went back to read the beginning of the judgment. Ne you know attorney my no jana no some or reasons and market or master my into a mayor son okay it is on say I got to put us now as an crata will be no nipano from my would was as and I say somebody we do crataba what the way you title okay long title what about no beginner's way to on Jesus sanity no the back quarter I don't think that is wrong the empower I'm not because I know only has it. Okay, and you know, a friend of me quoted Brempomaa before caveat emptor. Is let the buyer beware. Me cut him the young fat one. Who got to if you be on to us as a baby. Wow, cotton, beware. Make sure so why you name him and cat watch check BBI with diligent above way. I'm say BBI assembly because Okoto now cast a minimum send as a moment. I back call to a court or no fine fun. Because you have to be aware that the baby yourself we due diligent. To say the bar or even say, Mamma Yampa, send your claims and no way or not say I'm a gang or no baby catch your double. It doesn't mean no catching. No catching is that of double say a civil marriage, Mamma other and I say Germany no. Also catching or show evidence of a divorce certificate. That's what determines the dissolution of marriage. The only divorce certificate. Call Germany as only a court of competent jurisdiction can declare marriage a divorce. Sometimes for they confuse with separation and they say be abandonment. A court no can separation, abandonment in this animal and patcho. Thank you, sir. You manage to abandon be an some separating our Arabian Kajaji Bejan on the boas and one got on family certificate in Ghana on this on certified authenticated. Okay, until those ones and they doesn't come in. And our man for a communication, no. But when you British a spouse based application now you offer chat or WhatsApp chat in the the other call the most important you can add collaborative evidence, but the most important thing is what is certificate concern a call to be able to certificate in the issue. A man for a song of original certificate or another big and hang among Casa Covano chatumra. No. Bempa one thing I'm whatever I say when you are we have more with some questions. And you know, maybe I go too far. And now, if the person has the right, okay, we have the right. Anybody we are constitutional, we are all rights of the court. We are going to have the right. No, you say court in the bit Medina Sama. You have the right to go to court. Okay, anybody can go to court. That's what the constitutional right of anybody. And now, I will cut it short. It will question with me because I now many questions on now on my next first I submit it. What was?
Okay, better future. So, but we question my future MP or Kwanda Honum. Question here, dear, and but so what do so, ma'am? As I said,
Mammy, Miss Eddie, about I the family chairman.
I could you, yeah, just so.
I'm just bisa nini ka asem kakri.
Pa me ko be abuza.
Na o ka bisa WhatsApp chat ni sa na ma no we say no. And for UK visa na marriage we say no. But dia me say sometimes you prove case. Okay, mami misa ni say esa na me am say ya no. So person case here da na evidence ni ba say bia any patre kra na o di bibi kan wa. Mpacho e wrong na.
No, Mangasa, you're wrong. Me say, instead of using the word corroborate, the word corroboration, the word I'm using is tells you say, what evidence now? What in the name for a can now shanama? Okay, it's a corroborative evidence. But Madame just say, so I'm fan can one or no, and none of the certificates in the choir was ticket here. In Gasa one facade and namment in the engine to certificate into Talam Pesametro.
Only bear or ban them. Our for my worry. A year legal must inside will court. Na bema no confirm na oba na bema na confirm no oni oba na o ma ware wo aban mu no omu mienu ho na wa asudie se wo yenhwehwemu ana ho na wa asudie se o protect the marriage ana ni relationship.
Okay, and no say mene obi aware na say oba no hu se bema ne kunu twempena o ye yi.
Enye mpena kekere mpena embebe mu a.
And said that my pins or more than one or brooding quan on anywhere. By the way, a mabema is up to Obano. Okay, these are the grounds of divorce. In fact, law Mukrano say, oh, Nipan power show and I say Nipan Becana with you tuma later no. Nadim say 1 year or something last time me checking on. It is some way all the court say open say we just court 1 year into because I say time not our timeline. So we could question plan of we be na say no one can hold a little episode of the ground so time to do her court an engine to because that's what you have to that say what's it so I will say yeah the grounds until I'm say irreparable we say this irretrievable according to the stand say because court on head and go whatever basa also sure enough evidence say we're not going beyond this and that we have grounds of divorce I the court now it is so on no say and Hana, or Colon's on a year, it's not because all title as a different is over to Bob and then in SCB. So, no, Hano will be BHS, we be a baby on the main way. Oh no, Panopa, and our back chain, oh, and the back grounds for divorce, open so on because examples will say why I married, events, ordinance and pa. Nasa will be on the plan. From zone to go from count. This ABM branch and branch no. I don't know any crime. Okay, we can only use as the grounds for divorce, but any crime say question up to Mukra boy be my dog or what does it?
So according to when you see it to me, na future na dey ba kwa me bisa ne say actually my drink kase pa ba ko.
Okay.
Akosua Serwaa ene odobroni. Me kasa Akosua Serwaa just say my disrespect no. Oche me kakra. Oche me sister Penny. My sister Penny. Na omumi no. And the other one na me yi kakra me say. Also marriage certificate 1. And na wasan so atwen ma aware no funny say. Odobroni atena ho anenam wiase akoko baabia ne we say nyina. Na afei moma lumba wuye no na woba. Ndi na die ne sikwan say mra oye beginning na nkasa no. Odi lumba be famra kwan so. Na afei obedi be chene kura mpa na akoye evidence e bia ade ne siye no otu hu anamo. Ade ne sikwan sabre.
Okay, so or it me say what letter by and our making intentions clear. And I'll share near my own pay because divorce it comes with a property a Muslim. No, this is beyond contested the mom pay somebody. It comes with a property sharing, okay, dissolution of witness account. And I will show that way, no, so many. Bianca, Talumba, me am number one, Sanga or Jitum. And I acquire and castle and gamba. It is or now who's on me, no. We am better Lumba, so no. Maybe me a judge cry now the Dalumba Coco. I have my guess against you. I'm telling you the truth. Okay, or influence in the Ghana and Nadia. Go back and not. I can't man and make what I need the nice also. And it will be I don't think I'm saying that word and answer if I would correct me. Ain't no enjoy. Into some Macana to Amaya, and then some strategy in some Beckham and Autumn. Beckham and Autumn because some of them Mikuta Bibia, me nice also. Ain't no only a minimum the entire or yes, but men I can say be one or another lumber and began to my mind of it. Or my chapel or one young chef or request now. Ain't the only option is a be on Cassa. And also do a gas on Cassa, me home, not submission. As a drew her and I asked a ball as Sujana see a shit. I saw no way come as Johnny drew so I was going to just I said.
A word you know him say lumber be wagen.
I shall want to make Gassa. No,
I'm in charge. I'm in castle.
Okay.
You see, it be a weeb. And the diamonosia day. Then should be weird, you'll be aware that was a bit me a boat any time. When I must see a crowd, we should ye change your mono. Aha, because now Lumba don't say, or brew, we are see Lumba brew. Lemenya, a Lumba da sotias, because Lumba wabuame pan. Wabuame, on time si come from my mule. But my brother made an inuma femupa, I save me life, baby. And the Lumba in Nipa wabuanipa. Bayan kɔni si me ma deɛ baako so a me sa di ho ya o kɛseɛ paa nkyɛ deɛ na wo kai ɔkyerɛ letter brɛ no yɛ sɛ ɔmaa no ultimatum 10 days ɔmaa no ultimatum sɛ after 10 days no one reply a ɔbɛ continue nti ɛhɔ no kɔsii sɛn
Sorry, sorry.
Man, 10 days ultimatum say. On condition. It is my catch that was say Mama 10 days. One yes, yeah, me see. And 10 days in 1 year. Just say why already said your person and no one seems to see.
Nti on the send the engineer can say that is call it a bruff. I said what fan say group on fight on anyway. What I say? What you say? I call it a bruff. Okay. And in the marriage, divorce no a process. In fact, more father crown among you class and more could no. Start here a decree this is unless a amount of time period, some weeks or some months be. As I call next stage, absolute. It until say because those stages in the army declare divorce. Divorce no I cause we can put me every court no on pet divorce. Down opposite or mama quiet mama journal home. Never one rush. The amount of timelines this a processing. It is any I don't starting na the other and waka keke. Thank any that lumba and or email and as an address and call a divorce certificate in the bank be issue madam lumba. No the substance say I don't have and I'm say divorce so I'm sanka or properties in woman's and send the can letter now. And in the idea when I automate no the man there on the and casa send a lumba now lawyers in the cancer equal it
a bluff the name no one
when they can't when you me go to an refi call it a bluff.
By the time make us no money say. So be your time at Tenassi a journey a fat pen paper and now it's not letter writer and I will be say Chelsea we will read it a share how you say what journey home pants and a way. Say any pan take it is the
yes, why I don't send your
once a month okay. Intention you can say once a month okay. A different from the outro. Because all try their dream we and you should say word we and can say you say it is because a bluff a hocker clan ye. We know we
one kind by the way, but what can I say? because if you don't know, you need to say, I mean, we are no casa no keke. It is who I do say, on so persuade, and about that, yes, and as we be jaded away. It's no, on the, I don't know, only intention there. Say, we intend to be and just why I know. You will intend to do it. You can change your mind at any time. What does it?
Future Maminka Samba could be into America saying a bluff. Not many woman be penny. The bagger or to UK. Now the bagger no, ever far. Then maybe you crumha. Or free UK buy, not even by train plan. Beman is going in some pounds. And I'll send the Nikrunum mail. Omawa yo legal you sending the mail say, Wabenya Bema Papa Ogana. Wabenya Bema Papa. And a Bema decided say, Odini Jai. Nti woman na be ka kire me say omo kotena siesie asa me ka kire woman so munya because nya de obesiesie be ma ne be me bie na wepe wotena ase nye se bi afun so no aka bi a kire wo send ni mail o trouble of work ase de command nti omo ko na ware no ma omo ka omo num nsem nyina ware no buye tina fro ba na pese o try say obese guy no nkrata but anyi nti me de minimum say ye ka say ye future before betimi aba meka bibia ehun nti akire ba meka so betimi adwene ho aka say sorry obi tina say the pen paper na say tina say o tradia say ni pano me ndi say o bluff keke
Oh, here comes my big asset offer an acceptance. And you know, so obi, oh yeah, afraid be say intention to create legal relations, okay? Where offer factors now, one of the main things, so intention, so it is a basset, obi, show or show boss memoska, yes, memoska. You're free to promise you a stop here. So, all back me born not business, new business, or quay away, when the contract, the master could be not quay. What do you call it? Magic contract, okay? There's intention to create legal relations. But what do you call it? Or phone if yes, who can show about here, show about now, could you be answer? If you are just about 10 million, you know, why be one farm hour? What about work? Because I'm going to say there was no intention to create legal relations because it's a domestic contest. It's funny serious. What does it? It's your baby, we can't say, you find there's an intention to create legal relations. You say, I can't say, if I say, what I say, because we're any say, into a domestic contest.
It was a Juma. And you know, Castle near Maria Quacofa, and first will be a base at 200,000. No more 50,000. Now I'm from a new cocoa to the
So business, some kind of business contest. In some use the word business. It is establishes the commercial contest. Every month, we would know we actually, you know, we are director who play a role different. It's a business contest. Yeah, only bit might try to find intention to create legal relation. By domestic, say if you, or we be some member will say, or you say, mommy say, okay. There's no intention to create legal relations. Okay.
My okay.
If I tell a customer, I pass your question is a so lawyer. Now, what dear actually, Miss Row. Yana, conform baby, including me, say, Mamma Cosia, while letter now, what they buy. Obia Cassa, or Mocassa, or Dobruni, Uncle Far respond not that the room by the bread. Mamma Cosia say, what the room
by the command,
Uncle Famra. So, a lawyer. Sa responding, ese free mammy, ese come make us say, and I said that the number fee to be the
there was a response because lawyers, Baba Jama, family can say or reply, and catches you can go on with the broth. They're not broth, we are making honey free. I think that they will say there's a reply. Sounds so broth, no what? Because Baba Jama letter now, they state something like that. The Omama reply, and no, that means there was a reply. Okay, maybe a coy, but
one say, I see Bisano, so be Asha,
oh, sir, baby, a lawyer is one about because that's my lawyers now are more official document. I may need it one relative umbrella. No, that lumber or Talumba, which is in the way the lawyers want to be equity. Tiana, the moment you could be some because no natural and no correspond.
Na me pa chama me Akosua say wan so yentimi misa ne say ono so respond no e.
Na ono busa za ebika wo so okra na say ono onyo obligated so de ba. Ntane de ubisa na ebi ameni say response o ebi na but ubisa na like answer okay we busa no but no there's no guarantee say ebi obey you like or be out and answer bisa.
Say no the entire ese obi a omo brem dead fence odobroni ni so omo brem ni kwa so omo brem because
so that social wa adwuma wa o mache senya oga me say na nsia na me say omo ya mambufu ya me twisi say na me na me ni tra more but me defend me ho sa na bibia okaka wo me wa tin me ma yesa but wo hwe ade a obi aka de be obi atoto bi man ni onko nti wo na mo ga say ma me ni certificate bia na we na omo say na we so ti one de yesa banta na mo ha be no so obi atoto eko across. What I say?
Okay. My second question is say the bia na ye ka say judge na otena dwom no ma me Akosua say what the certificate ni koy but what je na chire kra no wasa ko kasam foforo me pa cho so ye lawyer say what the obi court na say judge ka kire wo say wo hwem na o ka kire wo say ade we kokko fabra mama mbe 2 weeks 3 weeks samo konko famra na ja ay fence lawyer one moko na mantimi amfa ma judge no ese mantimi amfa ma ko ese woje wa asam ni tuma na ese obotugu
So I think the judge no first of all no any law no American law of evidence and you don't go to evidence acting at the but I won't say lawyer be out so kwa oh you know so what they call and the opponent ni nyina so na judge na be di amedo enti no judge who said ya o so ya no one ya I mean on the judge enti no ya dey to me na say say obey according to the law but when I say we really now so any nya adwun enti na more say appeal court no ho and then you take it there because then they have more three people enti by the time I go to Supreme Court no untimi ya hu bia decide